Hey everyone, my name is Barbara Lampkin. I'm going to take a few minutes to introduce myself like my other co-hosts have been doing for you. Um, Now this is a sports podcast, so let's just get my favorite teams out of the way. I am full Chicago thanks to my dad, who is from a tiny farming town a couple hours outside of Chicago. Except college, I live down in Tucson, Arizona, so professional wise, yeah, I stick with Chicago, but college wise, I stick to where I grew up and also where I briefly went to college. Um, my top team, my top sport is baseball. So by nature, Cubs are my one true love. After my husband and my two kids, obviously, and Jurassic Park, I guess you'll probably hear this reference a lot throughout the podcast, and that's literally my true number one, I guess. But yeah, the Cubs are truly up there. Um, Bears, as much as I don't want to admit it, but they're my love-hate relationship. I love to hate them. Bulls, I just love because nostalgia. Grew up in the 90s, so obviously my childhood was great being a Bulls fan with my dad. As we go through the podcast, you'll notice the NBA, not really my forte. That's okay. I'm here for the fun. Hockey, yeah, I like the Blackhawks, I guess. I absolutely don't pay attention to hockey, but that's all right. And then, yeah, like I said, college fully for Tucson, so University of Arizona. Even if our football team is just as embarrassing as my professional team, that's quite all right. Seems to be a trend in my life. But like I said, baseball is my top sport and my favorite, and the one that I'll engage with the most with you guys. My favorite player right now, like a ton of other people, but whatever, is definitely Otani. Which sucks because now I can't openly hate the Dodgers, but that's okay. All my sports hate can be tied up in the Astros and also the Packers. Sorry to my best friend Sarah, and sorry to Keith. Am I though? No. Let's see. What got me into sports? My dad. I grew up going to a lot of spring training games with him every year. It was something I got to look forward to. I'm an only child, so I definitely spent a lot of time with just my parents. And of course, just him being a big sports fan. So we got to watch all the big events of any sport on TV with him or at a friend's house. So it's something that we easily bonded over and still continue to easily bond over, which include two of my all time favorite sports memories. Obviously, the first one being 2016 when the Cubs finally pulled it off and decided to win the World Series. That was a really great phone call I got to make with my dad after they won. But then my best in-person memory would be all the way back in 2001 when I was just a little kid. I was only 11, but I was very fortunate and very lucky. And my dad and I actually got to go to Game 7 when the Arizona Diamondbacks beat the Yankees. Sorry, not sorry, Eric. I love to bring it up. Ah. But yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. Like I said, I have two kids. I have a son that is really into baseball right now. So he's 7 and playing baseball. I have a 9-year-old daughter. She's also very into softball. That's the only sport she's really into, but she's great at it. So we're very busy with sports all the time, especially since we're in Tucson in the desert. So we get to actually have access to play sports pretty much all year long. So we're constantly busy with that. So why not throw this podcast in again with working full time, having a husband, sports mom? It'll be great. No, but I am really glad we're doing this again. It's going to be good. I hope you guys stick around. I'm really excited to hang out with these guys again, Eric, Jerry, and Keith. They're really good friends, so we have a fun time doing this. We're going to have good guests for you down the line throughout the years. Luckily, sports are a forever thing, so as long as people are listening, then I see us just keeping this going. It's something good, and we'll hopefully keep you guys entertained for a couple hours a month, but yeah, we'll see you guys soon.